goodness gracious, it's so nice. Hi, everybody. My name is Jeremy. This is Red Means Recording, and this is the Oberheim TEO-5. I am going to do a video with you today, walking through making 4 or 5, maybe 6, who knows, patches on this beautiful bean, so that you can get a sense of what it sounds like across its different capabilities. This has gotten into the studio probably about a week ago, and I've been using it to write 4 synthwave pieces for a purpose I don't know if I can actually tell you quite yet. It's a little secret, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I will be playing you a little bit of part of that so you can hear what the TEO-5 sounds like in context as we go forward. So this is going to be a patch making video and also a little, how does it sound if you use the TEO-5 to do every sound in a piece except for maybe a little bit of guitar and drums. In fact, let's start it off and just hear one of them now. What a treat. Let's start with the bass. There are some great basses on here. I think that's actually one of mine. There it is. Listen to that. So the way that I wrote those 4 tracks was I went through every single preset that's on here, 16 banks of 16 presets for each bank, and I wrote down the ones that I liked in a spreadsheet, and then I wrote down what kind they were, so keys, leads, bass, etc. That way I had a list of the most inspiring presets to start with, and from there, I would pick one and create something very evocative with it, record it, move on to the next thing that went with it, and just kind of work my way through until I had a track. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Jesus Christ, that's good. What I'd like to do is just walk through some blank patch creation. So, as much as I like this one, we're going to erase this one and start from here. So you can go into global here and go to select and go to basic program, which is right here, and say write. And now we have an init patch. I personally could not find it in the instructions a place to just like do a shortcut to do an init patch like they do in some of the other sequential synths I've used. So if there is something like that, let me know in the comments. It's always nice to be able to quickly init a patch. But with this here, we can hear that we have our 2 oscillators. There's 2 right there. You can detune them. Got this cool cross mod thing for them. Bass, we're going to go down to, I think, -2 here. I'm going to record a sequence. Turn unison on. This will get monophonic, so we don't have multiple things kind of vying for the same note, because I obviously flubbed on that sequence a little bit. Sub on, overdrive up, volume envelope there, cutoff down, cutoff envelope up, yeah. Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Okay, cool. So there's a basic bass sound. We're using a saw wave oscillator, a triangle oscillator, a sub, and that's pretty much it. We're using a low pass filter. There is a state variable aspect to this we'll get into later. But what can we do with this now? Well, one of the cool things we can do with unison is we can go into our program here and find unison. And we're going to turn unison voices up to 2. You can hear it gets fat. We can turn this up to 5 voices if we want. That's a very fat bass, right? Oof, God, yeah. But there's something else we can do with this. So if we go into source, this opens up our, what do you call it? Mod matrix. And I'm going to go to voice spread, and I'm going to go to panning. Where's that little friend? There it is. All right, listen to this. Hear that spread? So in non-unison mode, this is going to take every other voice and move it left and right in the field. But with unison on, as long as you have some voices in unison, like 2, 3, 5, whatever, it's going to spread those automatically, and you'll get this big stereo sound, which is really cool. That's a big, nice bass sound. Let's go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Yeah. We do have 2 effect units over here. We have some delay, which we can sync. You hear that now? Four different types of delays. We've got chorus, a flanger. I really like the sound of the phaser on basses. That's cool. And we do have a reverb, which I think sounds really good. We'll get more into the reverb later. So it can do big fat basses, which is always a plus. Okay, one cool thing, there's a preset in here, but it's always one I like to try. It's the organ bass sound, and we're almost already there since I turned this up a 5th here, but what we're gonna do is just kind of chill this out a little bit. Put this up to G. Oop, not G+1, G. Thank you. That sounds so good. That's a good bass. Yeah. All right, so there's a bass. Let's go ahead and bring this back to here. And turn on the arpeggiator and go ahead and create a arpeggiated sequence. We'll turn hold on here and just press some stuff down. Cool. Turn this off for right now, and this off. So there's some cool options with the arpeggiator. What we're going to do now is create sort of a moving arpeggiator line. You'll see what I mean in just a bit. So we have these different repeat modes. Now you can hear every one is repeated once. We have different modes, assign, random, up, down, and up. And of course, we can change the octave here. I'm going to leave it like that for right now. That sounds good to me. Okay, cool. Sub, off. So let's turn unison off. You can hear that spread there, which I really like. I'm going to get some more of our friends here, a little bit more sharper waveforms. That's so cool. I'm going to go to our mod matrix here and go to random, which is near the end right here. And I'm going to go to destination decay for the envelope of our filter. That's cool. Let's also assign random to X mod. So source, source, random, destination, X mod. That's cool. love that. Ooh, yeah. Let's assign an envelope, an LFO to that. So, source, LFO 1, destination, pulse width. And sync, turn that down. All right, let's get some effects going on. I'm going to turn this to tape. One nice thing about this is the reverb can get huge. I don't know if the reverb is a different model than they usually have in their sequential synths that I've used, but I think it sounds better in this one, and I'll show you a bit what I mean. Yeah, it's great. Let's talk about the mod wheel. So if we go in our mod matrix all the way to the end, we're going to see these two sort of stuck, like they're always there, LFO 1 and LFO 2. And that's what happens if you press the destination button right here. You'll see that pops up. So I'm going to turn this to off and go back over here. And I'm going to just assign LFO, I'm going to assign the mod wheel, excuse me. So I'm going to say source, and I'm going to go destination, cutoff. Great. I'm also going to assign the mix here to the mod wheel. So we're going to blow out our sound as we go up. And finally, we'll do that to the effect here, our delay. So like this, destination, depth the mix. So we can get really big and really small in wonderful ways. Cool. So what I'd like to do now is take this sound and turn it into more of a percussive thing, because we can get pretty atonal with this as well. So let's do that next. I'm going to turn this off. Just do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this aux envelope here as opposed to the filter envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and press this button. This becomes the aux envelope, and this becomes our filter and amp envelope. So amount now controls how much this affects the filter, which is pretty neat. So what we're going to do now is take this aux envelope, which is right here, and we're going to assign it to all frequencies, like this. And then we can record a sequence. So let's take advantage of our LFOs over here, as well as our random a little bit more. So I'm going to go over to where I first saw random. That's fine. We'll leave that there. There we go. And let's set this to our cutoff. Let's see how that feels. That's great. Let's go over to here. Let's see, what are we using LFO 1 for right now? Pulse width. That's fine. We don't need that. Let's change this to an upward ramp. That's dope. Okay, let's get this one in play. This one automatically resets to the current note, but we can change that. So let's go over here and figure out something to assign this to. Let's go here and say source LFO2. And what would be the most impactful thing? How about that? That's cool as hell. The state variable bit. Yeah, cool. So destination here, filter state. I can hear it resetting on each thing. So what we're going to do is go into program and find LFO note repeat off. Sync. Now you can hear it kind of swarming in the background there. We're going to make this more obvious. That's cool as hell. Hell yeah. So there's a more atonal thing. If we turn off play, we can make a really wild effect with this. So turn all these up. Turn our decays down, our sustains up. Unison on. Yeah, this thing, it's really cool. Like, I was surprised. This is why I really wanted to get it in the studio and show you all, because when I heard it at Super Booth, I was like, I hate that I like this. I hated that another fucking hardware synth came onto the market, and I was like, oh, I'm done with those. And then this thing was like, hey, what about me? Have you tried me yet? Can we make this pretty again? Is it possible in any way whatsoever to make this pretty? Can make it creepy. Holy shit. One thing I'm really surprised at what this does well is bell sounds. I don't know how we ended up accidentally here, but... that's really pretty. I have like very few like musical touchstones that I think of. Very limited repertoire in my brain, but Disaster Piece is always one that when I hit something that feels like them, I'm like, I feel like I have succeeded. Why don't we check out another one of the pieces that I wrote, all with TEO-5 except for drums and session guitarist. Take it away, Cutaway. Wow, wasn't that beautiful? So amazing. Okay, fuck yeah. Let's see, we did a bass, we did arpeggio sort of thing. I want to do another arpeggio thing that's really pretty. A chord, I'll just do a chord. global program, excuse me. Source. Let me go to voice spread, panning. Got it so far. There we go. Delay on. Sync. Source, LFO1, destination, oscillator to volume, level, there we go. So we need to go into program and find oscillator to level, right there. Oops, that's oscillator 1 level. I'm a big idiot. There we go. And then go back to our source here, turn this up. Whoa! That's so cool! So I was just gonna do this, you know? Which is nice. Alright, so what I like to do now is modulate the state. So we're gonna go to global. Excuse me, why do I keep doing that? Source. And let's go into our, let's try LFO2. So we'll do source, LFO2, destination, state. Turn this up. And we'll go back into our program here and find that reset. That's really pretty. Hell yeah. This is just another pretty one. I had this in my mind. I wanted to give it a try. So, well, this will take us into the next thing. Let's turn this. Ooh. Ooh. The resonance on this is really juicy and really beautiful. I love it. The filter in this is fantastic. So what we're going to do now is go to program, and we're going to find the thing that turns this into a bandpass filter. So you can see that we have low pass filter, notch, high pass. It's a state variable filter like this. But if we turn this on, you can hear that we have a nice, really bandpass filter. So I'm going to make this slower. That's beautiful. Brings a little bit of harshness with those two. That's so cool. What a cool preset. Wonderful. Great. I don't know why I don't have that one written down. That one fucking rules. Let's do something with chords. So there's different unison modes. If I turn, well, I don't need to turn it on right now, but go to program. Let's find our unison, turn this up to chord. Okay, so now something cool happens. I can go like, hold this chord and hit unison. Now, now we have chord memory, which is great. So what I could do is I could go into program. We are already there. I'm a dumbass. I'm going to go over to a band pass, turn this on. I really like the way that sounds. It's got this real distinct juiciness to it. We could take that even further if we wanted to. So I go to source. Well, first of all, let's turn voice spread up to pan. I think we can get a little bit more information out of this. And then just do voice, or excuse me, random to cutoff. I really like that. I think that's cool as hell. Another way we could work with chords would be to use the sequencer. So we can record chords here. I'll just go ahead and do that. One chord. Amazing. Clock divide down. So what I want to show you is that we can loop these things right here. So what I'm going to do here is turn this up. And I'm going to go into program and find envelope repeat right here. So let's go ahead and assign decay to an LFO. So source, LFO1, destinations, decay. I'm going to go into, what is it, program, and I'm going to find, oh, excuse me, I'm going to go to source here. I'm going to go into voice spread, and then this will be panning. Let's turn the sub on, just why not? That's pretty cool, right? So how could we restore the concept of time to this? Because right now it's like, we can't tell what time is happening right now. I could turn this up. But what if let's take noise here and assign something to that. So what I'll do is go into program, and I need to find noise, the volume for it, right there. Turn this all the way down, and then go to source. We'll do LFO2. Destination. And we can define noise volume. There it is. All the way up. Sync this. It's like the Comtrue's synthwave synth of our dreams. At least to me. That's one of the reasons I wanted it for those tracks that I mentioned. Let's find that band pass filter. Speaking of, why don't we go listen to one more of those, and then we'll do one more patch, shall we? Take it away, cutaway. before we do our last patch, I just want to show you there. This thing also can do really good sync leads. 116. Just such a cool sound. All right, let's go ahead and make a, oh, hell yeah. Let's go ahead and make one final thing. Just a simple, cool, like multi-movement pad sound, I guess. Really wish there was a voice spread to pan control on the front of this. That's one thing I just desperately wish there was. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy that it's not there, because it's like a pretty normal control to have on these. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, that's fine. Source, oh my God, stop it. Source LFO, destination, oscillator 2 level. And we'll go ahead and go all the way up, which means we need to go into Oberheim oscillator 2 level, all the way down. We'll do is go to source LFO 1 destination oscillator 1 level. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there's solid 1 level. Okay, great. And then we'll just go negative. Oh, that's cool. LFO 2 to our state. I love that. So it's because the two oscillators are detuned from each other, we're getting this kind of seesaw effect back and forth between them, which is really wonderful. That's wonderful. I really, really like that. right, cool. Well, I hope this has been interesting to you. In the slightest, I hope you now have a better sense of what the TEO-5 sounds like. Like I said, I was really, really impressed with it. At Super Booth, and has not disappointed getting it in the studio. In fact, if anything, it's made me like it more. There will be one more track that I'm going to play you the bit of on the way out of this video that I made with only TEO-5 stuff so you can hear it. Thank you to Sequential for providing a unit for this video. And if you want to support the channel, there are links in the description. If I don't stop doing this, I will be late making dinner, so I guess I should stop. All right, well, take care of yourselves. My name is Jeremy. This is Red Means Recording, and I hope you have a wonderful